Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of one Dominaria United draft. All right, we got Shieldred, the Apocalypse. This card's incredible. Definitely taking it. My wife and I welcomed our new son to the world, Lee. It's our first child. We're overjoyed. We're very excited. So he was a little bit premature, so he's still actually in the NICU, but he's doing totally fine. They're just working on feedings and making sure that he's gaining weight and breastfeeding and bottle feeding all right. And as long as he does that for 48 hours, then they're going to send him home. So it's been a little hard going home without our son, but he's in great hands and he's getting stronger every day and he's totally healthy. So we're excited. So I thought I'd put a video up since I missed the one last week. Obviously taking Shieldred here. A lot of good cards in here, though. The Reinforcements, the Berserker, the Phalanx, Rager's good. Yeah, a lot of good cards. Easy Shieldred. Yeah. All right. Follow-up pick. Well, in black, we don't have anything terribly excited, just the Soul Tender. The rare is Threats to Undetected. Search your library for up to 4 creature cards with different powers. Reveal, and opponent chooses 2. Okay. I mean, that card's fine. I'm probably just going to take Harloon, Battle him, because this card's great. 3 mana, instant speed, 4 damage, creature or planeswalker. Tough to go wrong with that. I do like Talus Lookout, and I like Tolarian Terror. Actually, I could take Citizen's Arrest. This deals with more things than Harloon, Battle him, although it's not instant speed. But it also exiles, but this gains life. This also is uncommon. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, the kicker cost is not the same color as Shieldred, so it's not like I can often pay the kicker, but having instant speed is good. So, tough one. Well, might have paid off, because we're going to take Lightning Strike here. In black, we have Urborg Repossession, which is good. I like Battlefly Swarm, and Conscript is good too. But I think it's an easy Lightning Strike. Deal 3 damage to face or creature. Steel Crusher is totally playable. Enlist, turns out, is at least good in limited. And Talus Lookout, of course, good. Moss-Beard Ancient, expensive, but pretty solid. I mean, gaining 5 is... and getting a big finishing body is probably worth it for 7 mana. Let's take Lightning Strike and be happy. Dragon Whelp is very good. Happy to take that. Flying, you don't have to activate it more than 3 times, but certainly doesn't hurt. Put a game away. Sulfur Springs technically would help, but Whelp puts games away. I'm going to take it. Necromass is totally playable. Another Steel Crusher. Shadow Prophecy I like. Still a lot of good cards in here, but easy Whelp for us, I would say. Hoping that black is open, because I would really like to play Shieldred, but if I can't, it's just the way it is. So, Rulik Mons. I mean, technically, if we didn't play Shieldred, we could go down a Gruul path and play this. I do think this card is good. Join Forces is good. Artillery Blast is playable. I don't mind the Barricade. I actually think this card's kind of good, especially since it can sack itself. But Warhorse is also good, but this is more for, obviously, like a black-white deck. We could, since we already have the Battle Hymn, maybe go gear towards more of like a... I don't know what the... what is it? Mardu color? Guess I'll go Warhorse. Alright, Bone Splinters is good and actually works really well with the Warhorse if we can make the soldiers. Geothermal Bog, though, is some fixing. Don't really have a lot of good sack dudes yet, but Bone Splinter's upside is pretty substantial. I think I like it more than the fixing. This could come back to bite me, but I think I'm just going to give the edge to Bone Splinters just because it really does deal with any creature. And sometimes you just need... I don't know if I need 2 Bone Splinters necessarily. Oh, Wordmaster. Do we even have any goblins? No. So, 2 mana, 1/1. Definitely not good enough. Well... I'm going to take this Bog over this Bone Splinters, since it was kind of up in the air which one was better for us. I think at this point, getting the fixing probably better than getting another removal spell that still I'm not quite geared for yet because I don't have, you know, a lot of good sack outlets. So let's take the Bog. Okay, well, technically, Enthrall to the Pit does work with Bone Splinters for 2 cards and 5 mana instead of 2 cards and 7 mana, but still not that exciting. Phalanx is very good. I think it's actually better than Blast. I don't know if it's good for this deck yet, but we'll take it. Okay, well, another chance to take Phalanx. Could take Abomination. It's a 2-drop. Might be smarter to take the Abomination. I don't love this card, but it's a 2-drop. It beats down pretty effectively. If you can deal some damage early, Shieldred can certainly put games away. We're looking like we can be pretty aggressive. Otherwise, I take like Thrill of Possibility, but I definitely want to cut black with Shieldred. And the other 2 fixers don't really help us, so we'll take Abomination. Meteorite is actually playable too, but kind of expensive. It does fix for us, but, you know, a kill spell that fixes is actually kind of nice, and we don't have any domain, so the downside of, you know, Meteorite not actually adding to our domain count doesn't really matter. I'm going to go Meteorite, although, actually, I'm going to go Soul Tinder, and the reason I'm going Soul Tinder is because you can get cards like Shieldred or Whelp back. I do actually think that's pretty good. All right, we'll take the Sleeper here. Now we actually have some pretty good incentive to run white in here, because I actually think, oh, good. Well, Crystal Grotto, I'm going to take over the Steel Crusher. I like Steel Crusher well and good enough, and we could use some more 2-drops, but this is exactly the kind of fixing our deck needs here, so. Join forces, getting that second to last pick is a good sign. All right. Pack 2. Well, Astor is a 4-mana 4/4. We don't have any equipment. We don't have any vehicles. Don't think we need it. Skyrider is one of the better cards. If we wheel Mana Worker, I'm happy, because I would totally play that in here. Picker's a great card. Marsh fixes for us, but easy Skyrider. I love this card. Truly does win games. Missionary would be great for us, too. I think we're going to easily wheel something good here. I mean, even Tribute to Urborg is playable here, so we're going to wheel something we want from this pack. Well, geez. King Darien is very strong. We do have Crystal Grotto. Technically, we could splash it. It's a double splash, though. It's going to be tougher. This card is incredibly strong, though. That's a tough one. I'm almost thinking the Marsh and just making our mana base better. I think ultimately it's probably a little smarter than going double splash route. Because we have... I mean, we have a lot of goodies already in the 3 colors we have. So I'm going to go Marsh. I'm going to take the safer pick here. So could take another Crystal Grotto. It makes our fixing even better. But I'm going to actually take Infusion here, because 1-mana removal spell that also can randomly pump and deal extra damage is very good. And we're still a little bit light, sadly, on cheap stuff, so we kind of need it. I really wouldn't mind another Crystal Grotto, though. All right, well, ask and you receive. No, we're going to take Extinguish the Light. Double black's going to be a little trickier in a 3-color deck, but that's all right. It's okay. I mean, it's fixing, so it's all right. But we'll take Extinguish. Hopefully get some of these Mana Workers back. They could easily make the deck. All right, here. Well, there's Restoration. Kind of expensive. I did play against it once, and honestly, it played better than I expected. And we're playing best of 1, so we don't really need sideboard cards so much. Not really feeling aggressive Sabotage. Guess I'm going to take a Meteorite. I don't think we're going to splash a Vanguard. Okay. Acolyte, 5-mana, 3/4 flyer. Not bad, not terribly exciting, though. I'm going to take the Barricade. I don't love it, but, I mean, it's fine. It buys time. I kind of feel like we need a better late game. At least more evasion. Because we're not crushing it on our early game here. I'm going to take a Marsh here and over the Mana Worker, because it fixes for white without taking up a slot in the deck. Oh, Singer Connoisseur, huh? Well, this is a cool card. Flyer, it's kind of just what the doctor ordered, although Vivisector's good too, and another Crystal Grotto wouldn't hurt, but Connoisseur's great. Great card. Flyer with upside. All right, we got the Mana Worker. Great news. I'm going to take it over Protector. And, okay, I can take Codex. I mean, it's a strong card. I don't know if it's good enough for us. We end up probably paying 2 mana to draw a card, which is actually pretty good. But, all right, I'll take Artillery Blast here over a second Codex. What's our creature count, actually? 11. Could use some more. I guess I can't have too many things that cost me life, but right now it's just 2... It's just 2 Abominations that cost me life. That's not too terrible. Plus, Barricade gains life. We have Extinguish the Light that gains life. Shieldred gains life. So we do have some life gain in here. That's good. All right. Sea Scavenger, sure. Ah, the Raven Man. Well, it's a good card. And it gives us bodies for Bone Splinters. It's kind of cool. And I mean, not even just for Bone Splinters. They're also just flyers. But could also take Lightning Strike here. Lightning Strike just might be better. The Raven Man is not bad. It's a little bit slow to really take advantage of. It's cool that you can play cards that make them discard and still get birds, but I'm going to go Lightning Strike. This card is just great. Lightning Strike's amazing. And if you could play a deck that was basically all Lightning Strikes, you'd probably be pretty happy. I don't know if you could actually win with that. 16 land, 24 Lightning Strikes. I'm not sure that's quite good enough, but you get the point. All right, Rager here over Steel Crusher and Picker. Great card. Still good. We're going to wheel something we want here too. So body plus card is great, even when it comes at the cost of some life. So we have 4 lands. So this is currently a deck. Cuts might be Codex. Codex is really shining in a all domain deck. I don't quite know if it's good enough where I have to pay 2 mana each turn. Even though 2 mana is still pretty good, I'm not sure it's good enough for us. Next cut could be the Barricade, or it could be the Join Forces. We still need a couple more creatures that can preferably attack. Well, Rager can do just that. So taking the Rager here over a 3rd Abomination. We've already got a lot of things that cause us to lose life, so I got to be cautious. Cavalier is a great card, but I'm going to take the Rager over it, even though we have Bone Splinters, just because I would rather... I think an extra card in 1 life is better than a 1/1 soldier, even if your dude has Enlist and all that. Rager's just a great card. So we're back to a 23 card deck here. Lagomos, actually good with Bone Splinters. Relic of Legends does fix for us. We don't need that. Strike Team's not bad. This is not a bad card. Getting a 2/1 each turn is really not that bad. You can at least bluff sometimes. You know, I've played against it a few times and I've been actually kind of impressed. Might duck out of the Barricade now. Splatter Goblin. I think I like the Vivisector more than the Splatter Goblin. The Scry is just great. It's another 2-drop. Do we have enough late game? At this point, I might just cut the Meteorite. Go for some more cheap creatures. At this point, are we trying to be more aggro, I guess, is the real question. I could take another Vivisector. Could take the Chaplain. I mean, this card is actually just fine. You at least get a bird. Yeah, I mean, this card's very good. We just don't really have creatures with Defender. I just have the Gibbering Barricade that I cut. So I might just go Bog here. Chaplain's a great card. But we already have a deck. I'm going to take the Fixing. All right, another Dragon Whelp. Happy to take that. Wins games. Taking it over Warhorse. Another evasive dude. Sprouting Goblin. This card is phenomenal. And we actually do have a Crystal Grotto and a Mana Worker, so technically we can kick it too. But this card is very good when you're worried about Flood. So join forces might just be strong enough where we play it over like a bone splinters or something. I'm not sure yet. Could take Fires of Victory. I think I might take another sleeper. On the splash, it is a little bit awkward, but the fact that we can kick it is relevant. There's certainly matchups where sleeper is going to do some work for us. So I'll take the mana worker number 2 over the picker, and then our mana is looking really good at that point. Blessing versus Enthrall. I don't really need either. I might cut the Artillery Blast. I mean, we still have to make some cuts, so we'll figure it out. Strike Team's fine. I don't know if it's going to make the deck, but... Okay, well, we got the fixing we needed. We're pretty color intensive too, so I think we needed all that we need all this fixing. All right, let's look at cuts. So technically 20 creatures, that's good. So we can cut 5 creatures and call it a deck, basically. 12, 14, so we have 17 lands, I'm fine with that. The life gain's not really there, or the card draw rather. We have the Rager. I could still consider the Codex. So I can cut 5 creatures, like I said, and call it a deck. I think I could cut the Abominations. They've been just kind of just disappointing enough where I don't really like them. I expected them to be good, but ultimately they have been a little bit disappointing. So I'm probably okay cutting them. That way we get the upside of Sleeper, because I think even on the splash, at this point our mana base is diverse enough where we have 7 white, we have 3, 5, 8 black, and 5, 7, 8 red. I mean, this mana base is phenomenal. Really smooth mana base with 2 mana workers to boot for even more fixing. Very, very good. I can cut the Soul Tender. It's probably just on the lower end of good creatures in our deck. So even though it can get back Shieldred, I'm probably okay cutting it. Even the sleepers at this point are kind of getting down there. Maybe the Strike Team can go. Strike Team is cool because it gives Bone Splinters a little more action, but I can probably cut it and be okay. Well, do I like the Strike Team or the Warhorse more? I mean, they're both kind of... They seem kind of equal. Warhorse can attack probably a little bit more tactically than Strike Team. Plus, you get a 3/3. Let's cut the Strike Team. I'm debating actually just cutting a sleeper and calling it a deck. Then we still have 15 creatures. Our removal suite is looking good. Splinters, Infusion, Blast, Sleeper, Strikes, Join Forces, Battle Hymn, Extinguish. Got a lot of removal. Evasion-wise, we've got Whelps, we have Connoisseur, we have Skyrider, which is also removal. Yeah, I mean, I like the way this deck looks. It's pretty much Shieldred deck. So, cool deck. Not really a... I don't really think this deck has a cohesive synergy plan. I think it's more of like one of those good card decks. So, we'll try out a good card deck with some good fixing and see what we can do with it. All right, I'm happy. Let's run it like this. I'll see you round 1. God damn it. I'm just going to take the camera offline until I can figure that out. All right, let's do the marsh first here. Let's just do a turn 2 goblin. Or actually, yeah. Could hold off too. Because I kind of want to kick that now that I have the grotto. Let me think here. I think I'll just play the sleeper to trade with an herbalist. That way, next turn I can either do Rager or Grotto. So we'll get a card draw next turn. Possibly set up for a whelp. Working on the sprouting goblin at some point. Yeah, so next turn we can go maybe Grotto plus Vivisector, or if we draw red mana, we can go Whelp. So that might be a go wide deck. That could be the case. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, it enters untapped. I forget that. Do I want the infusion? Yeah, I don't see why not, actually. That seems fine. So, can play 2 spells. We'll do the Vivisector plus the Mana Worker. And next turn we can do the... Could actually do... No, probably just do the Whelp. Sure. Okay. So we'll go land, Whelp, pass. And we don't have infusion up this turn, but that's all right. All right. Likely have maybe the chaplain in there. That would make sense. So like a token go wide deck. Those are good decks. Nothing but respect for those decks. Very strong. Oh, they have it too, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's quite good. They're going to have a lot of tokens to deal with. Yeah, Connoisseur is a good draw too. So we'll do that and we'll get in for 2 here. So they'll get the chaplain. They'll get 3 flyers. That's all right. Still looking good. All right. So I've got the infusion as well. I can do Sprouting Goblin, kick to find another red mana. All right, let's do that. Let's just get red so we can play it untapped. Although, I guess we could play the Marsh and still leave up infusion, huh? But playing the mountain lets us get in for more damage. That's true. All right, so I'll pump here, and then we'll leave up infusion. So we'll get in for 6, and then pass. All right, I'm gonna infusion one here. So they'll probably pay 3 to tap the Connoisseur. We do have Extinguish the Light. We have Sprouting Goblin, so we've got some good stuff going on here. Ooh, Skyrider is a real sexy one, and we have the mana for it too. So they'll tap Connoisseur. We technically... Oh, they didn't tap it. Really? Well, that's fascinating. Now I kind of want to just leave up Skyrider in case they attack with everything. Go in for like all out. Yeah, let's do that. Because this costs 6. Yeah, all right. We'll get in for 6. I think they're going to try to go wide here, and then hopefully we can just kill them. They do have enough attackers to go wide, so... All right. Okay, so... Let's do Skyrider and deal all the damage to them. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, well, it's looking good. I like it. Keep it. We'll do the Grotto, and then we've got turn 2 Vivisector. Ooh, Shieldred, you say, huh? Well, I think we want this land because that sets us up for a potential turn 4 Shieldred. We can do turn 2 Vivisector, turn 3 Mana Worker with tap land, turn 4 Shieldred. I like it. I like it. Wait. This one. All right. Well, same plan, except we're replaying the Vivisector instead of the Mana Worker, because we already have the mana for Shieldred, so I'm cool with that. Ah, what do you do? If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, create a 1/1 sap creature token. Yeah, it's a good card. I mean, we still just jam a Shieldred. If they can kill it, they kill it. We accept that. At least we get to scry off of it. All right. Sure thing. They had what they needed. Sprouting Goblin. That's nice. So we can do the Goblin kicked. Get a land here. I guess we can't play anything anyway, so... Well, we need a white mana, so I guess we can take a white mana. And then we're pretty well fixed at that point. So next turn we can go Warhorse. Alright, it's unkicked. I'm cool with that. Looks like there's some sort of domain deck, perhaps. Skyrider is a good one. Alright, let's do... And let's smash... Although I could draw a card. We're up to 6, though. That's just the amount I need for Skyrider. So I think we'll just get in there. We'll do a kicked Warhorse. And then call it good. Geez, Namada's good. Ah, okay. Alright. They only have 1 mana. I guess that's good. So, we can kill the... It's winning a... Alright, let's kill the Gardener. And then we can attack with all 4, kill Namada. They can kill our 1/1, but... Actually, I guess we just see how they block. So we may not even have to do the Skyrider here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll see how they block. Okay. Alright, so now we'll do join forces. Great. Set up for a big lethal Skyrider. Plus we even get to use Sprouting Goblin? Jeez. Sure. I don't know if we can deal 17 now, but we can at least kill the Ancient. Hopefully, after it blocks something, so that'll be good enough. Let's sack red mana. Well, actually, we can sack the Plains now. And we still have 6 mana. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. So, swing team. See how they block. That makes sense. So we'll... I can still save the Skyrider. And just... But either way, I'm either going to use... I think we just do the Skyrider. So we'll do Skyrider, kill the Ancient, hit them for 6. That's pretty good. Plus we get to scry. I'll take that. Yes, please. Ooh. Repossession. Back that. Alright. So we can do extinguish, and then how much can we get in? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not quite lethal, but we can do this on that, so that's fine. We can just do the connoisseur. I see the problem though. Then we can't really. All right. So I think we just just kill this, and we'll get in. And they can go back to 10. When they play the Ancient, we'll extinguish it. Can I kill it and respond? I think if it enters, then it doesn't really work, but that's all right. Okay, we'll see for the next one. All right, well, it's a keep. Technically have all our colors, and the scry hopefully can find us another land here. Ooh, geez, that's a tough one. I mean, Shoulder's the best card in our deck, but... then we really have to draw lands. Because we're not going to be able to do anything unless we draw a land. I'm going to pitch it. Man, that's a tough one. The problem is, I don't draw a land next turn, and then I start maybe drawing lands after that. And I would have missed. Alright, well... you can... figure out if we want to do sleeper or strike. Alright. I think we'll just... oh. Guess we'll just do sleeper. Being able to kick Warhorse next turn would be a big deal. Oh, good. Because that makes our Phalanx cheaper, which is nice. That's a good one. Ah, Bone Splinter is a great one too, so... they have green, blue, white, black, so they're one land type away. That's probably just risky enough where... let's do the Phalanx. And then I'll Bone Splinters, and we'll kill the flyer. So I could try and double block the Sojourner, but since I have joined forces, I'm a little more reticent to do that. So I think I'll just attack 3 here. Then next turn, yeah, I could do Lightning Strike and join forces. That's pretty good. Seven, 11, 14 damage actually, which is a lot. No attacks, all right. Well, they're tapped out. That's good news. So let's do Mountain here and smash. Let's see how they block. So we can do join forces, which is good. Surprised they blocked like that. I don't know if I'm frozen or they are. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay. Well, I saw movement, so that's a good sign. Well, that worked out pretty well for him. So I guess we'll just kill the Brawler. Because I can't replay that. Yeah. Alright, we'll kill Brawler. I'm doing it now on my turn in case they have like another pump spell or something. So now I guess I'm kind of put in a position where I probably have to double block the Sojourner. But definitely not where I want to be. I guess I could technically play the Connoisseur. Ooh. This doesn't look too promising. Alright, so I can go Mana Worker plus Phalanx. I probably just do that. Let's see, if I guess what I could do is... could chump the Ancient, but... Bit of a tough spot. Because the Ancient has Trample as well. So, I can double block the Sojourner. Maybe I double block here. And then I chump the Ancient. So I take 6, I go to 1, but we kill the Sojourner and I keep a Warhorse. Then maybe I can find a removal for Ancient. Land creatures you control flying. Oh boy. Well, we found the Battle Hymn. That's kind of good. I don't think it's good enough here, though. I guess we'll just pass. See what happens. So I can Battle Hymn. It's when it attacks, though. Oh, it deals combat damage to a player. All right. They got the 3/3 there, too. Jeez. So, I mean, even if I kill Tatyova and jump the... Like, I could have killed... I still would have died, though, I think, right? I would have taken Trample and all that. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right, we'll keep this. Looks pretty good. Turn 2, probably just play the Goblin, especially with the Phalanx draw. Yeah, that's actually really good. We get to go Goblin to Lagomos, play a cheaper Phalanx. And we have Lagomos with Bone Splinters too, which is nice. Alright, Skyrider's good. Let's go land, Logomos, and get in for 4. Alright, see you for the next one. Alright, it's a keep. We don't have white mana, but I love me some Rager. Ooh, good draw there. So Vivisector into Rager. Still need white mana to kick this, otherwise I can play it as a Hill Giant. Probably not be too upset. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's do Rager here. The Artillery Blast. Sure. Let's I wonder if it's actually worth protecting here. Yeah, why not? I deal 4 damage. I don't lose my Vivisector. They lose their Artillery Blast. Probably worth it. Alright. So now we can do Rager. And then we can kick Warhorse next turn. Guess we could do Rager first. I like leaving the red untapped. We do have Infusion. Okay. Just going for 2 here. I'm fine trading with the Cavalier if they wanted. So now, I was going to say change of plans, play Connoisseur, but we actually can't. Not that that's that big of a deal, but we can't. They don't really have a great attack here currently. It's an interesting choice. Alright, Lightning Strike's good. We'll go for the best money deal here, which is Warhorse kicked. Best bang for our buck. Battle him. Let's do Rager first. See if we get that elusive land. Sure, Mana Worker. Let's just get in there. They have a bunch of mana on tap, but I'm alright with that. Let's just get in for 5 here. If they want to double block, I'm okay with that too. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. This is definitely a keep. We have all the fixing a little boy could ask for. Artillery Blast should be able to deal 4 damage at some point. Got all the removal. Ooh. Oh yeah. We're killing that little feller, I'll tell you that. I'd like to Artillery Blast it, so I'm going to go for that. Otherwise, I may have to Lightning Strike. Alright, we'll see if they play a creature. Because otherwise they're going to get to buff their dude, which I don't really want. Didn't want to have to use my Lightning Strike, but hey, if I have to use a Lightning Strike to kill a Beast Caller, I will. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. I don't want that thing getting any bigger. Alright, Vivisector's good. So good, in fact, well, that thing has Menace. That's alright. We'll play the tap land, go Vivisector. We don't have 2 red yet for Whelp. That's alright. Got good removal. Alright, so we'll battle him, that little feller. Oh, we can't gain the life because of Dust Shadow. Whoops. That's alright. I couldn't do anything with the extra land anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but still. Knight of Dust Shadow doing its job. Alright. We can still Artillery Blast that. Doesn't have Vigilance or anything, right? No. Alright, we got the Warhorse. We're just gonna kick that. So, better use of mana than holding up Artillery Blast, so I'll just hang out. Sure. Alright. Still looking good. Ooh, Shielder. Well, that's real good. Could attack with the Warhorse. I think we will. Because their blocks really aren't that great. Ooh, they have the removal. Or not. Ooh, okay. Now they're going to fight. That makes sense. Ooh, better than fight, huh? Well, I guess I can sack it in response. Doesn't really do anything, though. So we'll take that. We need it for Whelp and to kick Skyrider, so I'm alright with that. We'll take 4. So attack with Warhorse again. This is nice, actually. You can go Whelp and leave up Artillery Blast. All right, so I may just attack with Whelp, Skyrider, kill the Battlefly Swarm. So then we've got flyers coming their way. We can still definitely play lands, so we'll get him with the Whelp. I guess I can get him with Warhorse too. So let's do that. So we attack, Skyrider kicked. Leave up the red. Kill the swarm. Good. See how they block. Forgot the Lurgoyf gets bigger, but thankfully Warhorse can still kill it if they block. Get rid of that. So Blast only deals, let's see, I've got 3 different land types, so it can only deal 4 damage right now. Not quite enough, but that's all right. That was pretty good. I think we'll just take 5 here. Infusion. So I can infuse Shadow, and then they're forced. But then this thing is... Jeez. Guess I can kill Lurgoyf. Let's do that. I have to do 2 cards to kill it. I don't love that. Lurgoyf's a problem, though, huh? Jeez. Well, guess we're still doing it. Don't really need that. And we'll blast this. Alright. Not the best, not the worst. Well, all the mana workers, don't need them. Alright, that's Crystal Grotto. Sleeper. So Sleeper. I'm gonna have to chump. So probably chump with the Vivisector. They can only pump. Oh, they can pump twice. So technically they have lethal? Oh, dang. Alright, well, I think we'll keep it on top. So kind of forced to block here. Maybe this doesn't quite work the way I want it to. I guess I needed to do unkicked. I guess I'd still die even if I did it unkicked, though. Well, now at least I can maybe chump block the Necromass. Not die immediately. That's pretty good. Unless I have like a pump spell or something. Uh-oh. Alright, see you for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. So we'll go Bog into whatever. I think we're going to kick the Goblin. I want the extra land. I guess I can scry. We can bottom that land, yeah. I mean, technically we need 6 for Skyrider, but whatever. Oh, I guess I need 4 to kick. Well, that's tougher, isn't it? If I have to wait until turn 4, I guess that's still this. Whether I play it now, yeah, I think I'll wait. And the reason I'm waiting is because Phalanx isn't coming down until turn 5 anyway. Whether I play this now, I still have to pay 5 mana for it. Infusion. You know what? I think let's just infuse Picker. And then next turn we'll go Goblin, kicked, get the land. Be happy enough with that. And we'll get guess we can get, I mean, we have 2 whelps, so I suppose red mana is the most valuable since we already have double black in hand. Yeah. That makes the most sense to me. Next turn a Phalanx, that's pretty good. Sure. Alright. So let's go land, Phalanx, attack for 2. Just gotta get my cat out of here. She's sitting right on the mic cord. Right on it. Right on the mic cord. Not what we need. Alright. So we can do attack with both plus Skyrider. I guess I'm alright with that. I don't have anything else going on. And it might actually be better to let them tap out first. So we miss out. This is interesting. We miss out on damage this way. We miss out on 2 points of damage this way. But I would rather than just use their mana. So I don't have to worry about all this nonsense. Alright. Because they, 4 mana with 6 cards in hand, they could have a trick. This plays it safer. At the cost of a little bit of our tempo. And now I can just go to town using Sprouting Goblin too, so that's good. And maybe I don't even have to. I'll just get in for 8 here. We've got Lightning Strike, putting them pretty close to lethal. Sure. Good draw there. I think we can pretty safely combat that. They have to block the phalanx, and then we just strike them. All right. See you for the next one. All right. We'll keep this. No red mana yet, but it's hard to dump a hand that's got a Rager that you can play in it, you know? I like Root Weaver. They're missing a land drop, though, which is definitely significant. Let's get our Rager down. Hopefully find our red mana here shortly. That's all right. The question now is, do we wait the extra turn for the 1/1? And I think that we don't now that I see that. So we'll play the Warhorse, and we can play the Connoisseur. We don't have our red mana yet either, which is important. We have technically three red spells. You don't really want to play Skyrider without... Oh, there's our red. All right, let's play this. So there's another red mana. Currently, we don't need it. Well, no, I don't think that we need it. Admittedly, we can't actually do Skyrider unless we get another land now, because we need 7 if we were planning on doing it with Crystal Grotto, but that's all right. We'll get in for 3, and we'll play the Connoisseur. Call it good. So if they have a kill spell... Oh. All right. Ah. So we can still play Battle Hymn kicked even with the Grotto. It costs 5 mana instead of 4. Sure. They're going to attack with Branch Rider? I'd be surprised if they did. It seems Wiser's a blocker right now. Although, yeah, no, I think what they did is actually correct there. All right. So, like I said, we can't do Skyrider yet, but it's not a really big deal. So, I can get in with Connoisseur and pass. I can also extinguish Branch Rider and get in for 6. Or I can just Battle Him Branch Rider, save the extinguish. All right, maybe we do that. And then that way they have to double block in order to... I think they just take 7 here anyway. I'm actually a little surprised they did it, but I'm fine with... I mean, obviously this is fine for us too, so... Because we have the Extinguish. We have a Skyrider that we can't fully take advantage of. It doesn't even... Skyrider is kind of irrelevant at this point. We only have 1 creature out and they have none, so... The most we're going to deal on this board is 1 damage with it. So I can just play it as a beater. And then 3 removal spells. Artillery Blast being the least exciting of the 3. Alright, well, if I can use my Artillery Blast, I feel pretty good. So, we'll do that. Especially given that it pumps our Connoisseur. Oh, I guess I could have played Skyrider for an extra point of damage. It doesn't actually matter, because we have Lightning Strike anyway, so they have to deal with Connoisseur here. Plus, we're leaving up Extinguish, which is good. So, yeah, there's not really a way to save it. So we'll play Skyrider so we can start getting some extra points of damage in there. Because we're close to lethal here. Guess I can sandbag the land, technically. Very close to lethal. Okay. Don't need to do anything with that. Maybe they'll try and use a fight spell and then I'll extinguish it. Because I'm alright with that too. Looks like they're going for it. Or not. Well, they had to pay life for that too. Karplusan Forest actually going to be the death of our opponent here. Alright. See you for the next one. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to keep this. No black mana, but turn 2 sleeper to put a little beater on the board. Especially one that can attack into a drawbridge is pretty nice. So maybe we're playing against another Chaplain deck here. Could be. That's where I would say drawbridge shines the most. Alright. Still need a black mana. Yeah, they missed their land drop. That's good. And we got the black mana, so real good. So next turn we can do the Rager. If I draw a red mana, I can do the Whelp. Alright, Gibbering Barricade. So they're really looking like they're the defender deck, which I think means I kind of want to just kill the drawbridge now. It's a tough one. I don't want to get too many flyers, although my Whelp can block the flyers. It does feel like a bit of a waste, but I'm also a little mana starved. That's another thing I have to take into consideration. Yeah. Tough one. I'm gonna hold up though. Alright, let's do Rager. Hopefully draw a land here. Alright. So if they get Chaplain, they're going to get an extra flyer and keep the drawbridge. Which does make it, I guess, quite a bit worse for me, but... Well, they didn't kick it. Guess that's good. Alright, we got a land. Can't complain about that. So we can at least jam a Vivisector and then set up for a Phalanx. And we have Whelp, I guess, next turn too, which is probably even better. Well, they're tapped out. I guess that's good. Ah, Bone Splinters too, huh? Okay. Well, I think we just jam a Whelp now because it makes our Phalanx cheaper. Still a little bit mana starved, But, I mean, we're not looking terrible. If they play Chaplain, I need to kill it anyway. I mean, they'll get 3 flyers, but additionally, I need to, like, Lightning Strike it, because every future defender is going to net them more 1/1s. So, all right. I imagine they're going to find the Chaplain now. And then from there, let's see. Yeah, it's a little tricky. I didn't want them to get the extra flyer here. Maybe they don't have to. Maybe I just killed a drawbridge. So we'll let them tap. And then they can't, at least they can't use the barricade. That's good. So they'll tap the whelp. And I think we just, might just be smartest to just, I don't want him to get the extra body. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to end up using both, I imagine. So, well, I guess that's something I can do. Dramatically cut back on the amount of flyers they get. So why don't we, maybe we just, okay. Maybe this is the best play. We'll Lightning Strike the drawbridge. We'll Bone Splinters the barricade. Sacking the Rager. We get to scry. We need a land. We'll take it. And then we'll pass. And then next turn with the land, I can extinguish the Chaplain. Cut back on the amount of defenders they have. So this way they only get 2 flyers, and we took care of a couple pretty good threats. Sure, that makes sense. Still keeping it. All right. So play the land. 5. I can play the Mana Worker plus kick a Sprouting Goblin. Maybe that's the best. I mean, also I can just play the Phalanx. Maybe that's the best. Yeah, that's probably true, actually. I'd rather have a 4/4 Vigilance. Like, I can get it at a reduced cost after playing these two, but this probably makes the most sense. Ooh, they're going to play Urborg Repossession, huh? Okay. So they'll get their dudes back. It's going to make this a little tricky. Oh, all right. Nice. So they have a 7/7. I guess at this point we probably kill the Queen all in all, huh? Rather than the Chaplain. I guess that makes sense. So if I attack with the 4/4 now, they can block with Mana Worker, Sentinel, and 3 tokens. I'm not in love with it, but might just do it. Well, I guess we'll just get rid of their flyers and kill the 3 tokens. And then I can deal an extra damage, or I can play the Mana Worker. I'm going to deal the extra damage. I think they have Urborg Repossession, though, so this is not going to end up so hot for me here. Ooh, nice one. Infusion's not bad. Alright, so we'll go Mana Worker. We'll go Sprouting Goblin, kicked. And I guess we might as well get another... Wait, oh, we have double black. Alright, we get another red mana and play it. And leave up Infusion. Man, I guess I could attack. And if they quad block, I'll kill all their flyers. No, well, maybe they don't block. I almost need to use the Infusion on the Hydromancer. It's a tough one. Because the Hydromancer has a pretty good attack here, so... Yeah, because I don't want to block with anything really, so I guess we'll just kill it or try to. And then we at least have the Sprouting Goblin, so that's good, I guess. Alright. I have Artillery Blast for that too. I guess that's not bad. Keep checking their graveyard like they have Repossession, yeah. So they've had it a while, they've just been hanging out. So it looks like it's most likely GG's at this point. I guess, I mean, I could just rip a Shieldred and see if that carries me to the Promised Land, but it's still gonna be pretty tricky. So I guess at this point we can sack a Plains with Sprouting Goblin. We don't really need more white. We have 7 mana, so keeping 6 for the cleaving Sky Dude is probably a good idea. So, could double block, but I think we'll just blast. Sure. So they can still copy Chaplain here. Oh, do they have another Repossession? Looks like it. It's kind of almost Shieldred or bust at this point. Well, Battle Hymn's kind of nice, I guess. So I'll play land. Can attack with the Whelps. See how they block. Alright, well. Pump. I guess we'll battle him. Kicked. Whatever, one of them. Doesn't really matter. Leave up the Sprouting Goblin. We're gonna get to copy another Chaplain here. Get a lot of dudes. 6 of them. It's pretty good. Well, 18-18, huh? Suppose I should probably block that. Still have white mana with our Sunlit Marsh, so that's alright. No trample, that's good. Alright, ooh, Shieldred, well, that's good too. Let's play Shieldred. And we get to use Sprouting Goblin. That's nice. To draw a card and drain him a little bit more. It's gonna be a tough one to beat. I think we'll chump that with a whelp. And we'll sack a mountain. Draw. Kind of need them to lose life, though, not me gain life. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can really beat the queen all in all. Regardless here. Huh. Alright. So, draw again, get some life. May just have to do gutsy attacks here. See how they block. Could be worse, I guess. Got the Aaron, though. I probably need to find removal for Aaron now. I have another Lightning Strike in here, right? Okay. I need to find Lightning Strike, I think, in order to not die here. Probably smarter. I guess we can. Well, that's alright. I'll sack this. Just to keep the untapped land. Alright. Not quite what we needed there. Nice one. We'll have to block Queen Allen all here. Block there. Just a turn too late on that Lightning Strike. That's too bad. I think this game would have been actually very, very different if I had drawn that. So, play this kicked, but at this point I think it's, unfortunately, it's GG's. But, wow, just one turn behind on that Lightning Strike. It really would have been a huge, huge difference in this game. It was just one turn, and we had Aaron in our sights, too. So it might have even been the difference between winning and losing this, potentially. So, jeez. That noise was so loud. All right. Chump the biggest dude. And next biggest. There's no way we're alive, right? Insufficient blockers declared for attackers. They all have menace too or something? Or what am I missing? Oh, that guy has menace. All right. All right. Well, ended up getting 6 wins. That's pretty good for this deck. Funny thing is, Shieldred never won a game, I don't think. I think we won 0 games with Shieldred. Which was, by far, I mean, this deck was a deck because of Shieldred. And most of, I would say, I mean, all of our victories were carried out with other cards, so. Not a peep of a complaint from me. Super satisfying to get 6 wins with this deck without even having to use Shieldred. Easy Defiler of Vigor pickup here. Great card. Sky Knight's very good. I like the Cavalier a lot. And Root Weaver's pretty playable too. I like Captain's Call too. The token go wide deck is very good. It's a lot of ways to pump. Well, we got to play against Namada. I was pretty impressed. This card is sweet. It's got reach too. Great card. Yeah. Night of Dawn's Light's great. Combat Research is more cute, but still cool. Captain's Call is, of course, good. I'd take Namada there, even though it's multicolor. All right. Sten, Paranoid Partisan. Just a card type other than creature or land. Spells you cast the chosen type cost 1 less. That's a cool card. And you can blink it. I like it. Probably still just take Cut Down. It's hard to go wrong with 1 mana instant speed removal that deals with, you know, a lot of little things. So, cool card. Take it over Bite Down. Looking like Lightning Strike. Yep, take Lightning Strike over Aaron, and Lore Master, and Bone Splinters and all that. All right, here. Firestorm's pretty sweet. Nice board wipe. I mean, I would have loved it there. So, I'll take Temporal Firestorm, definitely. I still haven't played the Defender deck. The funny thing about the Defender deck is the Defender deck means Wingmantle Chaplain. Really nothing else. Or plus the thing that finds the Defenders. That's basically the entire deck. All the other Defenders are pure fluff. I've been pretty unimpressed with all other versions of the deck, but the Chaplain plus card that digs up Defenders version of it. But that's all right. It's still an amazing archetype. Chaplain is incredibly powerful. Dragon Whelp, I think, is the easy pick here. Just a great, efficient flyer that can put games away. All right, here. Yeah, I take Silverback Elder. This card's sweet. I got to play it one other time, too. But great card. I take it. A lot of good effects there. Here. I really like Vohar. It is multicolor though, but loot every turn is really good. And it's a loot every turn with an upside. Not that you use the upside that often, but still, just loot every turn is great. Plus, getting back instants or sorceries is a very good card. And it's a legend. Yeah, it's worth it. You take it over the Rager, even though it's multicolor and conscript and stuff. And the Prodigy. I like the Prodigy too. It's good card value. All right, here. Not Jorah. There's this weird artifact equipment sub-theme that's kind of pointless in this format, in my opinion, at least for limited. Slimefoot Survey I don't love. It's kind of a weird card. They did play it against us, but I'm not really that impressed with it. Sentry's very good. I could see taking that. Braid's Frightful Return is kind of whatever. Yeah, it's kind of just whatever. I'd take the Sentry. Solid body. Reach is great. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.